Have you ever wondered what it would be like to walk through life like a ghost in the machine? Unseen but fully aware, quietly powerful and utterly self-reliant? Welcome to the world of the Sigma male, a realm where solitude isn't loneliness but a sacred space for growth, where independence is not rebellion but an art form, and where the vibrational energy of an individual resonates so high, it shifts the very fabric of reality. In a world dominated by loud voices and louder actions, the Sigma male moves in silence. He is the quiet storm, the unseen force that shapes the world without the world even realizing it. He's not the guy who enters the room and demands attention. He's the one who effortlessly captures it, even while standing in the shadows. There's a magnetic quality to him, something almost otherworldly. It's as if he's operating on a different frequency, one that's higher, more refined, a vibration that speaks to the soul rather than the ego. Number 1, the Sigma vibe. What makes it so high? First things first, let's talk about this high vibration business. What does it even mean to be a high vibrational being? Imagine your body and mind as a radio antenna. Most people are tuned into the same stations, those frequencies where society operates, full of noise, distraction, and superficiality. But the Sigma male? He's tuned into a different frequency, a higher one. His mind is a finely tuned instrument, picking up on the subtler, deeper truths of existence. This high vibration isn't something he was necessarily born with, though some might argue it's a part of his DNA. It's more likely the result of years of introspection, of understanding who he is at his core. He's shed the layers of societal conditioning, peeled away the need for external validation, and honed in on his true self. And in doing so, his vibration has naturally risen, like a helium balloon released from the constraints of the earth. But here's the thing about high vibrations, they're contagious. Ever been around someone who just makes you feel better by their mere presence? That's the Sigma male effect. It's not about what he says or does, it's about who he is. His energy uplifts those around him, often without him even trying. He's not here to impress. He's here to exist in the fullest sense of the word. And that existence, my friend, is a powerful thing. Number 2. The art of solitude, where the magic happens. Now, don't get it twisted, solitude for a Sigma male isn't about avoiding people. It's about mastering the self. In a world that's constantly pushing you to be part of the herd, to fit in, and to follow the crowd, the Sigma male steps back and says, "Thanks, but I'll find my own path." And it's in this solitude that the magic happens. Imagine a sculptor working on a masterpiece. He doesn't do this in a crowded room, surrounded by noise and chaos. No, he retreats into his workshop where it's just him, his tools, and his vision. That's the Sigma male in his solitude. It's not loneliness, it's creation. He's shaping his life, his mind, and his spirit in the quiet moments when the world isn't looking. But here's the kicker. When he does emerge from his solitude, he comes out stronger, sharper, and more attuned to his purpose. He's not afraid to be alone because he knows that in those moments of solitude, he's connecting with something much bigger than himself. Call it the universe, call it the collective unconscious, call it what you will, but that connection is what fuels his high vibration. It's what gives him the energy to move through life with a sense of calm, confidence, and clarity that others can only dream of. Number 3, the unseen leadership, guiding without leading. In a society that glorifies alpha males, those who lead from the front, who are loud, assertive, and dominant, the Sigma male is the quiet leader. He's the guy who influences others without even trying. He doesn't need to be in the spotlight. In fact, he often shuns it. But that doesn't mean he isn't a leader. On the contrary, his leadership is more profound because it's not about control. It's about inspiration. The Sigma male leads by example. He lives his truth, follows his path, and in doing so, he gives others permission to do the same. It's not about telling people what to do. It's about showing them what's possible. He's the friend who doesn't give advice, but somehow, after spending time with him, you find that the answers you were looking for have appeared as if by magic. His high vibration acts like a tuning fork, resonating with the deeper part of your being and aligning you with your own truth. This type of leadership is subtle, almost invisible, but it's incredibly powerful. It's the kind of influence that doesn't fade when he leaves the room. Instead, it lingers like the scent of a fine cologne, intangible but unforgettable. People remember how he made them feel, how his presence shifted something inside them, even if they can't quite put their finger on what it was. Number 4. The Sigma mindset, thinking beyond the ordinary. When it comes to thinking, the Sigma male doesn't follow the well-trodden paths. He's not interested in conventional wisdom or societal norms. His mind is like a vast, uncharted wilderness, full of possibilities and unexplored territories. He's a free thinker in the truest sense, unbound by the limitations that most people place on themselves. This mindset isn't just about being different for the sake of being different. It's about seeking the truth, no matter where that journey takes him. And because he's not tied down by the need to conform, he's able to see things from a perspective that others miss. He's the guy who finds the loopholes, who sees the patterns in the chaos, who can connect the dots in ways that others can't even comprehend. But what really sets the Sigma male apart is his ability to adapt. He's not rigid in his thinking. He's fluid, like water. He knows that the world is constantly changing, and he's always ready to change with it. This adaptability is a key component of his high vibration. It allows him to move through life with ease, to navigate challenges with grace, and to turn obstacles into opportunities. Number 5. The power of detachment, holding on by letting go. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Sigma male is his ability to detach. Now, don't confuse detachment with indifference. It's not that he doesn't care. It's that he cares so deeply that he knows when to let go. He understands that clinging to things, whether they be people, ideas, or outcomes, only lowers his vibration. So he practices the art of detachment, not as a way of avoiding pain, but as a way of embracing freedom. This detachment is what allows him to move through life without being weighed down by the baggage that so many others carry. He's not attached to his ego, so he's not easily offended. He's not attached to material possessions, so he's not enslaved by the need for more. He's not attached to outcomes, so he's not stressed by the uncertainty of the future. Instead, he flows with life, trusting that whatever comes his way is exactly what he needs for his growth. This doesn't mean that the Sigma male is aloof or disconnected. On the contrary, his detachment allows him to connect more deeply with others because he's not projecting his own needs or insecurities onto them. He can love without possessing, support without controlling, and lead without dominating. And in doing so, he raises not just his own vibration, but the vibration of everyone he interacts with. Number 6. The Sigma male in relationships. Connection without compromise. Relationships for the Sigma male are a bit of a paradox. On one hand, he values his independence and solitude above all else. On the other hand, he's capable of deep, meaningful connections. But here's the thing. He's not interested in relationships that require him to compromise who he is. He won't bend himself to fit someone else's mold, nor will he expect anyone to do that for him. For the Sigma male, a relationship is a meeting of two whole beings, not two halves trying to make a whole. He's looking for a connection that enhances his life, not one that defines it. And because he's not driven by the need for validation, he's able to approach relationships from a place of abundance rather than lack. He's not looking for someone to complete him. He's looking for someone who complements him. This approach to relationships is incredibly liberating, both for the Sigma male and for his partner. It's a relationship based on mutual respect, freedom, and growth. There's no clinging, no controlling, no fear of loss, just a pure high-vibrational connection that allows both individuals to thrive. Number 7. The Sigma's spiritual journey. Walking the path less traveled. It's often said that the Sigma male is a lone wolf, but that doesn't mean he's without a pack. His pack is just different. It's more spiritual than physical. The Sigma male's journey is often a deeply spiritual one, but it's not always obvious. He doesn't necessarily follow a traditional spiritual path. He forges his own. He might dabble in various philosophies, explore different religions, or delve into the mysteries of the universe on his own terms. But one thing is certain. He's always seeking, always questioning, always evolving. He's not satisfied with surface-level answers. He wants to go deeper, to understand the underlying truths.